Hello, YouTube. It's me again, Jason. Um, so recently, I've been catching up on a lot of anime classics. One was One Piece, and One Piece was amazing. It, I will say that I've been following One Piece by basically marathoning through the whole thing, which took a long, long time, but I finally managed to catch up. And I will say, everything is fantastic, and it just builds up and gets better and better and better. And I will say this new arc, Dressrosa, is pretty good, but it does have its problems. There are a couple characters that are kind of honestly expendable, and then there are a and then there are a couple problems with animation. Sometimes the animation kind of looks like still framed or flash animation, really basic flash animation. But it only lasts like a couple frames, and then the rest of the episode looks fantastic. So those are a couple things. But overall, the story is really good. Most of the characters are really well done, and some of the new characters, especially Bartholomew, I love his character. How there's one instance where he's taking a piss in front of the whole auditorium, and he doesn't give a shit. And that's one kind of attitude that I absolutely just love. It's basically what I'll interpret it is that face criticism, but take it in a positive way and learn from it, not be crushed by it. And that's pretty much what I got gathered from it. And uh, that and Kiros is awesome. A lot of great stuff there. And then also I've been catching up on Fairy Tail, and I sung that because it's awesome. Fairy Tail is another great example of getting better as time progresses. At first, it was started off more as like a parody comedy thing. It had a lot of comedic comedy and was poking fun at itself actually, which was pretty cool and pretty impressive. And it did have a couple storylines, and it did have its serious moments. Um, and it didn't get until I don't know if I'm saying this right, Idalas arc. That's when it started getting really good, and I was like, okay, now it's starting to take itself seriously. Now it's going through dark paths with the characters and developing Natsu and Erza and Levi and Gaijil and all those great characters. And I will say the Tartarus arc is the best. Yes, it has a couple bumps in the road, but overall, all of the acting, the animation, the character development is phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And I recently watched the reunion of Igneel and um, Natsu, and I thought that was a very powerful moment where he was it showed flashbacks of him searching for him, how he was looking everywhere his entire life, and then he finds out that he was inside of him. That's kind of screwed up, but kind of doesn't make sense. But at this, when you think about it, it kind of does. For instance, I thought my theory is that because he's so close to Natsu, uh, my opinion, since dragons are so powerful, both in strength and magic, that he used his magic to conjure up like a portal, use Natsu as a portal, and I think that's how he got through portal, and he quoted as entering his body. I don't think he really resided inside his body, even though that's what he said. That's how I interpret it. But yeah. Anyway, I thought that that woman who was torturous, she was evil, and I gotta say, a really well-rounded character, even though some of you may not agree with me. And this is where eh, last this new episode where it started off really well done, and it was like almost I was like, oh my gosh, like Erza's getting the shit kicked out of her. Her eyesight was taken, and then her all of her five senses were taken out, and I was like, how is she gonna be defeated? And then you all know the story. because she's Erza. Really? 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 So we expect me to believe that after all of her senses were taken away from her, that she somehow magically gets up, gets a strength, and somehow without those senses manages to defeat her. I would expect some sort of solid explanation, a really good explanation at that. But it happened to be a bullshit reason because she's Erza. I think Hiramashima just really screwed that up, and honestly, it kind of dragged down the episode big time. It was really good, but it takes at least 3 points off, so I'm only giving it like a. I'm being generous, like a 6. Yeah, it was great, but then those last 10 minutes of it just killed me. It just no, no. So yeah, that's my review slash kind of slash thoughts on uh catching up on my anime. And then also kind of uh shall we say my disappointment on how it was handled in the last episode. But I'm still looking forward to what Hiromashima's gonna do next and my other shows, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, hope you guys comment, like, share, subscribe, and if you feel so inclined to do so, and see you guys later. Peace.